Hello everyone, this is Big E, and I am here for this particular video for a more detailed of my main character. This one is a science character, but the ship is considered a multi-mission science vessel. So it actually has the ability to, it's one of the few science ships that actually has the power of using cannons. So you have all this here. Yes, since everything is upward, I do try to have as much gold as I possibly can on this, or epic. This way, the strength and power of what I have is in full. I also have, for an example, this one is also from a set. So it actually creates an actual new ability. So here we go. So what you actually have here is the quantum destabilizing beam. And I do actually have that for this character, which is right here. So, so this particular character is still still has a few little things that work on. Mostly it's the research and development. As you can see here, I'm actually putting up a new particle emission plasma torpedo. This is something that you can actually get, and you can actually sell it. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to sell it for, but I'm actually going to sell it. I already had one. You may have seen it in a different video with not this particular ship, but just seeing it as part of something I'm sharing for other people, for one of my other people. But what you actually have here is, if you're able to get your projectiles at 15, you're able to add this. You also get an added extra skill that you can get. And I believe that skill is... I don't think it's that one. Wait a minute. It's actually here. Kinetic precision. So it actually adds more to the projectile itself. Some of projectiles will even be extra stronger. So you actually have all that on there. And yeah, from time to time you do get extra stuff that you can actually select if you wanted to. Depending upon how you use it, depending upon how you want to use it, will be dependent upon that. Alright, so as you can see, you see an extra here. You also see an extra here, the power of math. And that is due to having all of these. Now maybe not this one, but this, this, and this are all part of the same set. So as you can see here, part 4 of modifications. And so you can see that's what I have here. Now if I just wanted to have the mycelial lightning, I can get rid of one of these things and use my old one. So I can do something like that and I think that's all that. I thought I would get them all at the same time, but I don't think I do. And then I have all these other additional upgrades. I just recently got this one as an upgrade. It actually helps with the turn rate even more and my draining ability. And then I also have this for draining ability. So my sciences are actually a lot higher now. And yes, I am fully equipped. And with this particular character, so you can kind of sort of see certain things. I can create a biography if I wanted to. And then the Delta agent. So one of the things that certain characters have that you can eventually get is they'll have a special event for about maybe a month where you need to actually start a new character. And that new character is like Delta, Gamma Quadrant. You can also be a KDF, or which is a Klingon that you would pick, or Gorn, maybe Orion. And what it is, it gives you extra stuff that you can use. So as you're going by and doing missions, you get extra packages. And then you can claim them. So as you go and do things, you get extra stuff. Sometimes it is extra, like dilithium that you can use and whatnot. And as you're doing these missions and you're finding, you get to find like these little hints and things too sometimes. Or you have to do something like the KDF, which I need to go through more, is I need to, like assassinate certain people. And that's part of that. But as you go, you'll get certain things. Like I got this paradox corrector due to that. And even this temporal negotiator. Interestingly enough, is that you can actually go over to this temporal investigator here. Let me go ahead and go over and dock. And yes, just read about Nichelle Nichols died. Pretty sad. But I know she was getting up there. Not doing so well. So yeah, rest in peace. And yes, there's actually a place where you can see all the rest in peace over in a particular area. So, which is actually pretty cool. It's very respectful. So you can actually talk to this guy.
How can I assist you today?
And this is where you can actually get stuff from other people. So you do have Klingon. I believe there's a Romulan one too. So here you can actually get something here. So let's see what I got on that one. And let's see, I don't think I have anything. I have to go through that one with my other. But see, I can actually do that one. And so what you actually get, aha! See, I don't really need anything besides fleet for this character. But as you can see, you can actually get a variety of different things from people there. I do actually have some prisoners, I believe. So on this one, there we go. Oh, I got quite a few still. There you go. And then it will be just a little while. But as you can see, there are at least for me, 4 different ones that I could use. And get a variety of different new stuff. And see, that's something you can get if you have a lockbox and you have a key for the lockbox or several keys. You have the chance, that's only a chance, to actually win that particular miracle worker. Alright, so there you have that. Now this is my main one that actually comes with my particular ship. And yeah, if I got some of the other ones, like part of the deal, I could actually add some of these. But when I went ahead and chose this, I chose it because of this causal anchor here. And then this one I won. And so that one actually, what it does is it's you know, one that while people are around you, you can actually go that. It gives damage and also has a possibility of assimilating, which is kind of interesting. It's like they come with you for a little bit, and if they see something, they'll actually die by suicide, kamikaze-wise, I believe. And this one is something I actually won, and there's also drain expertise with that. So I got quite a bit of drain expertise. So that should really help me, and that's actually where the quantum destabilization beam is for. So yeah. And then of course the Acker's Vengeance. So I've got quite a bit of things that have a lot of strength. This one I actually got, I had to buy through the fleet. You can buy stuff on your with your fleet. Certain things are really good. They're little extras. Some of them some of them are actually good and workable to use. And some, not so much. So I believe, let me see here. Okay, I have one. Maybe not. Now the reason why I keep them is because what if your ground damage has to be, instead of a phaser, it has to be Tetrion, or it has to be something else. So if I have those things available, I'll be able to use it like a disruptor. There's a plasma Tetrion right there, radiation, just regular old phaser. So, and then Polaron also. And then you also have also my own people that you can give certain ones. These 3, for an example, they are ones that you can actually get and use. So there's actually a store that you can use to get them. Now you can buy certain things with dilithium. I mean, I can get some of these things this way, however I want to. And some of these I'm able to reclaim. Now here is also good because once you do your specializations, when you get a certain amount of your specialization points, what happens is that you're able to get these and use them. So depending upon what you want to use, how you want to use it, you can do it. So you can actually use them for a variety of things. Like I have an uncertainty burst that actually teleports them and damages them a bit. Gets them confused, and I can just start going after them as best as possible. So look at all these ships. So as you can see, you definitely have a lot of different options. Let me show you what you can get at the store. I'll just buy 2 of them. Now these prize packs, they come with a probability factor. So usually you do get just this. But sometimes you get this, sometimes you get that. I've never gotten any of these before. So these things you can actually get, like this Sunpack Pulse Wave, was able to buy that. You can get these, you can get those, you can get certain people. So here, you'll be able to get certain people here that can help out with your duty officers, and they're able to help you out with being on the active roster. Okay, once you're in the active roster, you have certain added extra abilities. So as you can see here, there are certain things. Now some of these things, I don't know if I can use, because drone support and stuff, but I do have a drone person that brings in a drone. So that's kind of one of those things. So, that's where the exocomp comes from. See, there you go. And then, of course, from time to time, if my health is really bad, yeah, the EMH can come in. So you do actually have that. So as you can see with the store, oh shoot, let me get back in here. So as you can see, there's a variety of things you can get yourself into and you can buy. Even certain ships that you use for your admiralty. And we will get to that. There's actually the Blast Assault, which I've used. And then you have these. You can even unload emotes that you can use when you're doing certain things. But, really good with Ryza, for an example. And these are kind of new. Interesting to do the NX. Certain things are great, certain things not. So I usually just go ahead and do these. The reason for that is because if I need to do some kind of upgrade, I'm able to actually upgrade it. Okay. So that's why you see certain ones that have like an upgraded 15. Like this one, for an example. All of these, for an example, are pretty much upgraded. This one, as you can see, is not, but I've kept this for some of my people because unfortunately they can only go up to commander. Now the ones that have like an infinity sign, these are ones that are for them. So like for an example, he can't use any of these, but he could use this if he wanted to. Now you can kind of sort of see the changes of the amounts eventually once I get past that. So let's say for an example I go ahead and do that. Yeah, doesn't change it. Okay. That's a pulse wave though. Oh, it did actually change it for his. Interesting. It's actually his that he actually came from. So, you probably just don't want them to be the ones to be the one to do the final kill most of the time. And you have some of your extras. I do have an extra slot. I was able to win this one, Marshal Catherine Janeway, and I got Geordi LaForge, even Mirror Lita. So whichever one I decide to want, I can even do an EMH. Not entirely sure which one that one would be, but you know, there is Julian Bashir too. So it just depends on what you want, how you want it, things like that. So that's kind of the more upgradable parts of these things. You have seen this one in action. So we won't need to go in action for this today. So, but there you have it, folks. All right, well, everyone go ahead and take care. Oh, wait a minute here. There might be one thing. Okay, so in order to get up to 15, there's several different things. One, you can actually create something. Or two, you can actually have it researched. Now, it does take certain people to research. It needs a research lab scientist. The higher they are, the better that it actually faster it gets a little bit. Obviously I'm doing phasers or beams and cannons because they're pretty important. Science is actually important for my character too. And so once it gets up to level 15, I'll be able to add stuff to be able to sell. I'll be able to do extra things and add that as another thing that I can use for my character or for my ship. Just like the one for the projectiles, it added to the ship. Alright folks, and then there you see it. All there. And then the Admiralty, as you're doing the work, you'll be able to get that. Now, if you get new ships and things, you'll start getting more and more ships. And you also will get additional ships to use one time. Okay. But as you can see, the more and more ships that you actually get and everything, like this, you're able to do. And even certain things like this one has certain special abilities plus 2 all stats per any ship. So certain, like this one is one I actually won. This one I actually won also. This one, I can't remember exactly how I got, but it's not one of the ones I can actually use. A lot of these I was able to get through either through story, or I was able to get them through the store, the theme part of that with getting one of the prize. So there are a variety of ways to be able to up and up yourself, and it is highly recommended because when you do a TFO, it really does work out. TFOs are pretty awesome in that kind of degree. And this is where your TFO, the more and more you get yourself up and running, the more and more you're able to do well in a TFO. I should actually do a TFO, actually, to let you see how it all works, because there's some people that are going to be awesome, just so you know. There's plenty of them. Many times the Borg ones are easy to do, but maybe some other time on that. So because we may be waiting for it, I don't know how long of a wait it will be. So, all right, folks. So that is all for today, and that'll let you know the more advanced stages. And if you really want to be serious, these are the advanced stages for you. This is where you get to a point where you're really good, and you get better and better each time. And as you're working on the endeavors, as you're working on certain things, you'll be able to do a lot of good stuff. So, this is something that really is helpful if you do want to get serious. Otherwise, my best recommendation, if you're not willing to go that route, would then just do the episodes. And yes, you can select the episodes. Once you get them done, you can replay them again and get some of those extras, like I got for the torpedoes and everything, so that I can get this extra ability of this. So depending upon what you want, how you want it, that's all up to you. So, but if this game really entices you to stay, then yes, doing an upgrade is best. The earlier you are able to do events, the better. Just so you know. And the reason is because, yes, you do get stuff. So, if I go to my event campaign, these are the things I can get. These are the things that I can get. Some of these I can't get, some of these I can. Some of these I've already done in some form or another. These are things that I've won over. Okay. Some of these, though, are not that special. I will say that. Like this, not that special. Unless you really want it. So, but, yeah. This one is, okay. But, yeah. So as you can see, you can build up. The reason why I decided to do that part and build up is because I saw people having stuff that were amazing. I mean, there was one that, there's one I think an event that has like things get purpley or something like that, and like a big, huge, like tsunami or big, huge tornadoes. While you're, you know, this is ship. This is not. This is this. You know, this is for ships, and it does some pretty decent destruction. So there's a variety of ways also to add more destruction as you go for your ship and do other things. It's not easy to do, but it can be done. Alright folks, I am done for the day. Please like and subscribe, and take care. And maybe one day, if you have PS4, PS5, maybe we'll actually be able to do a TFO together. Take care.